my involvement with CCM probably started quite a long time ago, really. I've known the family, the company, and Austin, who's the director, who's one of my best mates, has been for the last 20 years, so I've known them pretty much most of my life, really, and back involved with them again. I'm really excited about it. We've got a great product out at the moment with the Spitfire, and I just think we're going in the right direction, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to doing something I really want to do. I don't need to do it. It's not like a financial gain or anything like that. I feel like, for me, putting something back into a company I know well, a family I know well, trying to help promote them around through who I am, I guess, around the world, to get people interested in the product they've got, which I think is a great product and they're going the right way. So I'm really excited about the whole thing. I'll be a lot more hands-on than I have been in previous things I've been done over the last few years, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's really exciting to be kind of hands-on, really. I've never ever been asked to design a bike before or anything like that, you know. So I was a bit nervous about it all, really. But I thought, right, well, if you're going to relate a bike to me, then it's got to be associated with something I'm famous for, which is riding a certain red bike with #1 on it in the 90s. So we kind of started off with that, or I did, and yeah, just kind of gone from there, really, and said, look, you know, we'll start from the bottom, just change the wheels, because I want, 17-inch wheels on the bike, Michelin tires, twin disc brakes, the exhaust coming out the back of the seat, a power upgrade, just all the little Foggy decals and stuff on. So yeah, it's been really nervous about it and see what people think to it, but so far the impressions are really likes it. So yeah, but it's been great to be involved in something more hands-on than I'm used to, especially sort of trying to develop and work with the guys on the CAD to design what is now this sort of Foggy replica performance signature bike. We haven't even got a proper name for it yet, I don't think.
I've known Carl many years, and obviously he's been very successful in what he's done. He's followed what we've been doing all through this time, and I think that he wanted to get a little bit more involved than just being an ambassador or whatever. So we came up with the title of Director of Performance with Carl. We were looking for somebody who has got a lot of experience in bikes on the road, performance especially, but we're not designing a Spitfire here that is meant to be a road racing bike or a racing bike in any form. It's just to bring a little bit of sprinkle of Carl Fogarty to the Spitfire series. Yeah, we wanted him to bring a little bit of his own touch to the Spitfire, so we just gave him a blank piece of paper, really, and just said, if you were going to make your own Spitfire, Carl, how would it look? And this is what we rolled up with.
Yeah, it was fantastic because when I was growing up as a kid, we used to watch him on the telly all the time, and not just because he was a local hero, but because he was a world motorcycle hero. So yeah, it's fantastic, and it's good because we understand each other because we both talk with Northern accents. So it's yeah. So at the beginning of the project, Carl came in. He's been in several times now to look at the bike and tweak the bike. But we kind of started out with the original Spitfire platform, the chassis and the engine, and we kind of gave him free rein to do anything he wanted. From a design point of view, we wanted to have a little bit of a nod to his Ducati days. He was a boyhood hero, Ducati 916. So there are a few cues we took from there. I mean, we'd always wanted to build an under-seat exhaust system, so this was a perfect opportunity then. Carl was keen on one of those. Carl was keen for it to be faster than all the other bikes, handle better, stop better, so we've upgraded the brakes, our twin custom held brake calipers, we've got a new fuel map, carbon fibre everywhere, so performance-wise it is better. It started off probably with me suggesting a lot of things that would be easy for me to incorporate some parts off other motorcycles, and it ended up being probably 70% Foggy, to be honest. We've kept the chassis and a couple of other bits, but yeah, Foggy's had a massive input into the way it looks, into the way it rides, everything really. Because of the new geometry, the 17-inch wheels and the uprated brakes. I mean, it handles like a little 250cc super mono racer, but with a lot of grunt, so it's great fun. I mean, we asked Foggy to look after the bike because we're going to take this to the show, and he's been doing wheelies and burnouts and everything, so yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare.
It's just got to feel a nice, light, fun bike to ride, because that's what I want to ride these days. You know, whether that's an age thing, I don't know, but I want to be comfortable on the bike. It comes with two options of bars. Or you want the kind of a cafe race style bars, obviously, which again relates back to me racing, or more of a flat track kind of style bars. But yeah, just light, pokey little thing, great on the country roads, great round town. Yeah, that's the kind of the bike that I want, and I think, you know, we've got that really.
I think it brings a little bit of excitement to it, you know, a little bit from the different norm, brings a bit of colour, brings some of Carl's knowledge of his racing days, and a little bit of heritage to Carl as well, really, because the Spitfire is all about heritage and the classic retro style of bike. So it doesn't do any harm to bring a little bit of, you know, one of Britain's other icons into the story.
Yeah, so the main features of Foggy's bike that he incorporated are the under-seat exhaust systems, the new fueling map, the twin front discs. We've gone for solid discs as a little bit of a nod to the 90s. We've got the new CNC calipers by Hell. We've got a K-Tech rear shock, which is used in the BSB championships, and then we've got this gorgeous paint scheme and bodywork that it's the first time we've done it on one of these bikes. Every time we launch a new model, I think, yeah, I kind of like this one, I think I might get this one, but I'm definitely having one of these for myself.
Well, I've been seeing it come along in bits and bats over the last sort of few months, really. But yeah, seeing the finished article, and obviously we had a few people around as well. It was yeah, it was good. It was a bit nervous, but I think it looks amazing. I think it really does look good, and you know, it's not all about what I think. It's what other people think, and you know, for the few guys that were there when we got it out, along with yourself, of course, it got the thumbs up. So. Hopefully the general public are going to love it, really, and yeah, I think it really does stand out. It's a striking little bike.
I think that Carl will bring a wider audience to CCM. You know, the amount of times that we put ourselves in front of a group of biking guys, and they look at the bike and they say, you know, even in Bolton, just down the road from where we live, there's a bike meet at Rivington there. We turned up with one not long ago. And they're saying, oh wow, that's really nice, you know, where is that made? Well, it's made in Bolton. And they kind of couldn't believe that such a lovely bike was made just down the road from where they live. So somehow we're not reaching all of the market, and I think that Carl will bring a much wider audience to CCM. So Foggy's got a lot of fans, you know, which is growing every year. And we hope that the Foggy Edition Spitfire appeals to them.
I mean, we're always very nervous launching any new bikes. We never quite know. You know, we know we like it, and that's usually quite a good indication. And you know, people like you guys come and see the bike. We've got a bit of added pressure because Carl Fogarty's got his own fan base that we're trying to impress and trying to get in touch with now. So I think it's going to be received well. Carl liked it, so that's going to be a positive. But the proof is in the pudding, I think.
I think what I've achieved on the track, that's kind of what's inspired the bike, really, for what you'd associate me with. But it's not just designed for that. Obviously, it's going to be a real good, fun, light bike to take on a nice country ride with your mates, meet up at a local pub, or take around town or whatever. So it covers all aspects of what you need from today's bike, really. So the bike is going to be unveiled at the NEC on the 17th of November down in Birmingham. Yeah, so hopefully you can get down there and you'll like the bike as much as what I do.